There's a certain kind of person who gets an invitation and immediately feels their energy drop. Not because they're sad, not because they're afraid, but because a quiet night alone sounds genuinely better. And for a long time, we've misunderstood that person. We've been taught that wanting solitude means something is wrong. That if you don't crave constant interaction, you must be lonely, awkward, or secretly struggling. But psychology tells a much more interesting story. There's a major difference between isolation and intentional solitude. Isolation feels empty. Intentional solitude feels full. Some people don't withdraw from others because they're broken. They step away because that's where their mind works best. Let's talk about stimulation. Every brain has a different threshold for input. Some people need noise, conversation, movement, and unpredictability to feel alive. Others reach their optimal state much faster. After a certain point, more interaction doesn't feel exciting. It feels draining. It's not about being antisocial. It's about nervous system wiring. Research on sensory processing shows that individuals vary dramatically in how much external input they can comfortably handle. For some, a crowded room is energizing. For others, it's overwhelming long before they realize it. And here's the part people miss. When someone enjoys being alone, their mind usually isn't empty. It's active, reflective, connecting ideas, processing emotions. Solitude often creates the mental space required for creativity and long-term thinking. That's why so many breakthroughs happen during walks, showers, or late nights when no one else is around. The brain finally has room to breathe. But there's an important distinction. Choosing to be alone is very different from hiding from connection. If solitude helps you recharge, think clearly, and return to people with more patience and presence, that's healthy. If it feels safer than being seen, that's something worth exploring. The key question isn't, do you like being alone? It's, what happens inside you when you are? People who are comfortable in their own company often develop strong self-awareness. They're less dependent on constant validation. They don't need every moment filled. They can sit with their thoughts without panicking. In a world that rewards noise, that's powerful. And maybe the real reason solitude makes others uncomfortable is because it challenges the idea that we always need someone else to complete us. Being alone doesn't automatically mean being disconnected. In fact, when you know how to be by yourself, you often show up better when you're with others. So if you're someone who cancels plans sometimes because you'd rather think, create, or just exist quietly, you're not defective. You might just understand something most people are still learning. Now I'm curious. When you spend time alone, does it drain you or restore you? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy psychology that actually explains the patterns behind your behavior, subscribe to the channel.